This is about organisational development, and I think a lot of organisations think that that's something that happens from time to time as a sort of project. But organisations are developing all the time, and in order to move forward, it's important sometimes to look back and think about, well, what baggage have we taken on board over the last few years that we no longer need? When I work with organisations, you often find that some of the stuff that used to be useful is no longer useful, and because it hasn't been got rid of, actually becomes a burden for the organisation in terms of changing and moving forward. A new direction doesn't happen because somebody writes a new mission statement. A new direction for an organisation requires quite a lot of things to happen. Identifying a new direction is one thing, but also identifying whether or not the conditions the organisation operates in will support that, and whether the talents in the organisation are appropriate for that new direction. I suppose the third point, and we see this all the time with organisations, is that somehow by looking different we're going to be different. If the same tasks are just arranged differently, it's still the same organisation. It's still going to achieve the same outcomes. If for an organisation to take a new direction, it has to start thinking about doing the things it did before in a different way. In fact, Einstein said, well, a definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different outcome. If we package those things that we do in a different way, they're still the same things. We need to look at how we use our skills, how we go about our tasks. Those are the things that make us different as an organisation. Organisations can get quite complacent and feel that, well, that's what we're good at, so that's what we need to focus on. What we're good at doesn't matter if nobody wants it. So there are times when it requires quite different thinking to help an organisation move forward, and sometimes that thinking has to come from outside, or at least the challenges to that thinking needs to come from outside.